Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry for being gone for so long. Christmas and the new year and trying to find a house and being engaged has really kind of run away with me, and I didn't have time to do anything. Work got really busy, so I was doing quite a lot of hours and overtime. It just felt like I had no time to film and properly talk to you about books. That then made me feel like I was rushing it and I wasn't enjoying it, and it was just really hard. So I did take a break. I apologise, I am back now. My filming schedule is going to change a little bit, so I'm planning to upload once a week. It's probably going to be on a Wednesday, but sometimes I might have to delay it just depending on work. So I do apologise in advance if I'm not very accurate with my days when I'm uploading, but I am going to aim for at least once a week. So I hope that's okay with you. Today I thought I would just take you on a bit of a treat day with me. I'm not actually going anywhere because I'm not feeling the best, but because I'm not feeling great, I wanted to treat myself and do all of my favourite things. So I've already had a bath, that checks one thing off the list, and I'm about to make myself a really nice hot chocolate. We got a velvetizer for Christmas, which I'm really happy with. It is amazing. If you don't have a velvetizer and you love hot chocolate, it is definitely a must buy. It's a little bit expensive, but sometimes you can get it on offer. And because the hot chocolate that you're recommended to use in it is so expensive, I'm actually trying a Tesco's Finest one, which is a lot cheaper. I believe a box of the salted caramel hot chocolate from Hotel Chocolat, for example, is £13.50, and I'm not going to spend that. So I went to Tesco and got the Tesco Finest one. I think it was £2.50 or £3. So I'll give you my review on that. I'm of course going to be reading, and I'll talk through the books that I'm currently reading at the moment. One of them is a buddy read with Rachel at Rachel's Reading Nook. I'll leave her channel link down below. We have done a couple of buddy reads together in the past, and some of them are very good, some of them are quite bad. We don't seem to have a lot of luck when it comes to picking out decent books to read together. The one I'm reading at the moment is pretty good though, so I will talk to you about that one. And I also might read a book. I've got a really nice katsu curry for lunch that I treated myself to. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a chill day, but it's kind of going to be a reading update at the same time, and just me showing you the things that I love doing when I'm feeling a bit under the weather. So I hope that you enjoy. Okay, so in the garden at the moment, we've got a woodpecker, a couple of little birds, and we've also got a squirrel. I don't know if you can see them on camera, I'll try and zoom in. But this is why I love living in the middle of nowhere. The quality is going to be so bad, but can you see him? Can you see the little woodpecker? Alright, so this is that Tesco Finest hot chocolate. I don't know what to think. It says to use 6 teaspoons. That is far too many, in my opinion, but we're going to give it a go. I only put 3 in because 6 just doesn't seem right, but I'll let you know if it's too weak. Okay, let's give it a go. Alright. It's actually pretty good. It's not as nice as the Hotel Chocolat one. I feel like it's not as strong in a good way. Some of their dark chocolate ones are way too strong for me. I don't really like them, but yeah. I mean, if you're looking for an alternative that doesn't cost £13.50, then I definitely recommend it. Okay, so this is what I've got for lunch. I haven't ever tried it in this form before, but I do really love katsu curry from both Yo Sushi and Wasabi. And it was pound off. I wouldn't usually spend £4.50 on my lunch, but I figured I would treat myself because I'm feeling a bit shit. And it looks really nice. It's confusing. The instructions on the back on how to microwave it. It says to take the sauce out, heat it up, but then won't one of the elements be cold? I'm a bit confused. We'll see how it goes. Okay, lunch doesn't look particularly appetizing, so I'm not going to show you it, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to watch. So I've only ever seen Tarzan once, and I can't really remember it. I'm such a fake Disney fan. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it now and just see what it's all about. Everyone seems to love this film. I really can't remember. I was quite young when I watched it. So I'm very grateful that Disney Plus have it on there. I really like watching the classics, the old ones. It's actually the main reason why we have it. We don't tend to watch a lot of the new stuff. We tend to just keep this for a backlog of all the Disney films, just in case I fancy watching it. I say we, I think I'm the main user compared to my parents and my brother and my fiance, but it's so nice to just have it there for when you feel like it. The days like today. Okay, so I finished lunch. It was really good. I do recommend that if you go into a store that sells the Yo Sushi stuff, or if you're going into a Yo Sushi restaurant. That katsu curry was so good, so much better than how I could have made it. Also, Tarzan, I did enjoy it, but that film's kind of dark. I did enjoy it, but that film is quite dark. I wasn't expecting it to be as distressing as what it was. So it's no wonder my parents didn't really want me to watch it when I was younger. Well, not that they didn't want me to watch it, but it just wasn't one that they sort of pushed me towards. I was definitely more towards the Disney princess and lighter films compared to that one, but I do think it's really good, and when I eventually have children, I do think I'll be showing them it. It was really enjoyable. But now I'm going to talk through the books that I've been reading recently. So I've got 2 books on the go at the moment. The first one I've been reading for a while now, and that is Dreams Must Explain Themselves, selected non-fiction of and by Ursula Le Guin. This I am a fair way through, but I'm not reading it all at once. I'm reading it in sections because I find that otherwise, because they are a collection of essays and conversations by Le Guin, I feel like I can't take them in if I read too many at once, so I've just been reading it in sections now and again. So this is something that I'll be reading over the next couple of months. I am really enjoying it. I really like the way that Le Guin looked at the world. I find it very fascinating to read about. She is one of my favourite authors, so it's always good to hear her opinions on things, and it also gives you an insight into some of the stories that she has written. The other book I am reading at the moment is a chunky one, and that is Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan. I'm buddy reading this one with Rachel, and apparently it's a retelling inspired by the Mid-Autumn legend, which I honestly hadn't heard of before. So I don't really know the original story behind this one, but this edition is really lovely. I got it off eBay secondhand. But we are following the daughter of the Moon Goddess, and the Moon Goddess was banished to the moon for stealing the elixir of immortality. So she was banished there, and no one knew that she had a daughter. So the daughter is kept secret until something happens, and then she has to go out on her own and try and win freedom for her mother. And along the way, she finds out history about her parents and also meets other people along the way. I am enjoying reading this. I just feel like there isn't enough behind the characters for me to be fully invested yet. I say yet, we're quite close to the end. So as I'm filming this, I'm on page 344, chapter 28. So I don't know how much more time there is to get invested in the characters. I just don't think that their relationships are very believable. Everything seemed to happen very fast, even though it is actually spread out over many years. It's just not made very clear, the passing of time. But I really like the feel of it. I like the environments, and it feels very Studio Ghibli. So I'm so on the fence with how I feel about this book. It's not that I don't like it. I just feel like it could have been a little bit more, and I do think that it's tailored more towards a teen audience as opposed to an adult audience. But if you're looking for something very light-hearted and easy to read, then I definitely recommend this one. Perfect for if, like me, you're feeling a bit under the weather. It doesn't take a lot of brain power to get through the chapters, and we're reading 3 chapters a day, so we are absolutely steaming through it. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's not as good as some people have said it is, in my opinion. And then the other book that I'm literally just about to start, I think I'll start it today, is Fight Club. Now, I didn't actually know this was a book until it got purchased for me, so someone very kindly sent this to me. I got recommended by a couple of people, so I put it on my wish list. I have only actually seen the film Fight Club once, so I can't really remember what happens. I know that there is a place called Fight Club. You're not supposed to talk about Fight Club, but it's this place where people go and they just kind of swing at each other. I don't know too much about it, but I do think it will be very interesting. I think it's an insight into someone's mind, as perhaps they are not as together as some other people are. I don't know if it's going to be similar to American Psycho in the way that it's written, although to be honest, I didn't finish American Psycho. I do actually have that book to read at some point soon, so maybe if I enjoy this one, then I'll pick that up. But yeah, I think I want to start this because it is quite short, so it won't mess up my pacing with regards to getting through Daughter of the Moon Goddess or Dreams Must Explain Themselves. Plus, I feel like it's a very different genre, so I'm not going to get confused with storylines. I just feel like I want something a little bit different, as well as the other 2 books that I'm reading at the moment. Very greedy of me. So yeah, those are the books that I am reading at the moment. As I say, I'm getting on quite well with them and I'm excited to start that new one. Please let me know down below if you have read any of those and what you thought. But I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!